We watched the life of an American citizen, George Floyd, extinguished in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm proud to see so many people in the street demanding justice. There's a lot of people who can't, for various reasons, get to those protests. But there is one thing that we could do, no matter where you are. We could all take out a light, flashlight, your cell phone, and on June 9th, the day of George Floyd's funeral, at 8:19 in the evening, the moment in Minnesota that officer laid his knee on George Floyd's neck, turn that light on. And I want you to raise it and point it towards the heavens. Feel the weight of your arm for that time. Think about George Floyd's life, his light shining into heaven. At 8:27, when you turn off that light, it will be the same time that George Floyd's life light was turned off. Even if you can't make it to a protest, even if you can't get out to show your concern, your outrage, there's a way we can all do it. We can all step outside with this flashlight and shine it to the heavens, baby. They say that doing it, integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Well, this is something we can all do, whether you're by yourself or in the middle of a protest. Hold that light up and celebrate his life. Imagine all the lights that should be shining for George Floyd. I'm asking you to shine your light, to do the right thing, even if nobody's looking. How you doing, family? It is Thursday, baby. It is a sad Thursday. Today was the memorial in Minneapolis for George Floyd. It was a powerful message spoken today. And Lord have mercy, baby. It's been a rough day. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad this family comes together. It means a lot. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby. Brian Champagne showed up, baby. We appreciate that. Showtime Twizzle. Showtime Twizzle just showed up. We appreciate it. Dorothy Tyndall's here. Oddly Wired, baby. We're glad you're here. George Murray, Pepsi Mac, Debbie Maria's here. Rick Drowski, Joy Peters, Pete Briggs, Randy Peterson, Rose Pancheco, and I'm just so glad y'all are here. The family needs to get together and have a little talk today. I hope you enjoyed that little video we played. Thanks to my son Travis, he put that all together today from an idea that Dennis Valadez had up in San Antonio, Texas, and we all thought it was a wonderful way to try to honor and show respect to George Floyd, while at the same time remembering his life, thinking about the time and how hard it is to hold your arm up that long with a flashlight, and what it means to turn that light off. Those are the things that we want you to think about, or that we want to convey. Not only the light of his life, but how long he suffered under that pressure. How heavy that knee was on his neck. And to realize that his light went out. Dennis, I think that was a fantastic idea. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming up with it. I know you and Travis and a lot of others are working hard to try to put this together, to spread it on social media, to get it as far as we can get it. And I want to thank you for that, Dennis. All right. Huh?
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to I'm happy to be the tinder that starts a,
All it takes is one spark, baby, to get an idea like that moving. And you came up with a good spark. You came up with a good idea, and I think it would be a good tribute, because it's something that somebody can do on their own. It is something that masses could do while standing in a protest. They could take that time to shine that light, and to I just think it would be a powerful message and a powerful visual. And like I say, whether you're by yourself or in a crowd, it's integrity, baby. It's doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. So.
And before we go any further, me and Dennis have been working on this. Dennis has been working around the clock trying to get this message out to everybody. And right now, we can only do so much. So now to push the movement, we're going to have to ask you guys for help. And it's not hard at all.
Everybody.
And we've tried to make it to where, because really in the long run, we have a Facebook group going. We have a Facebook event page going. And we're going to try to get a hashtag going. But it's not necessary to, if you want to take part in the community and meet some folks online who think like you do, it'd be great if you can join the Facebook group, if you can join the Facebook event page. But really what we're just trying to do is just try to spread the word out as much as we can to step outside on June 9th and shine your light outside. And it's in your hands now. We ask you to share it, share the movement, share the group, share the event page on Facebook. We're trying to push for the hashtag lights up for Floyd. And, we rely on you guys to push this movement forward.
Yeah. If anybody knows any social influencers, I'm not a social media person. If you know a celebrity, if you know a journalist, anywhere we can get the word out that they can get to a higher platform and reach more people. That's what we want to get to do.
Yes.
We are a large family and a worldwide family indeed, but we want to try to inspire others and others to reflect. This is not only it's something that we need to take personally in our heart. I feel it's not about somebody seeing you hold a light. It's what you will experience if you think it the right way through, to think about his light, to celebrate his life, but to also notice how long it takes to hold your arm up that long. 8 minutes, baby. That's a long time. It's a long time to think about why you're holding your arm up. And then indeed, when you turn it off, the realization. I think it's a great idea, and a meaningful idea, and one that can be done from the heart. So yes, we encourage you to share it. We encourage you to participate, to spread it as far as you can. We already know there's going to be lights shining in Australia. There are going to be lights shining in Germany, in the Netherlands. We know lights will be shining. So turn your light on, baby, and make this world a brighter place for everybody. That's what this is about. This is not about. This is about a lifetime. The life of our country. This is about saving this nation that we love and living up to the words that are written on the paper that we hold so dear, the founding documents of our nation, what we proclaim to be. And we cannot let that be perverted. There are no asterisks in the Constitution. I keep running it through my head. We hold these truths to be self-evident. If we really did, then why are we having to fight? If we really did, why is not George Floyd alive, or Trayvon Martin, or Freddie Gray? This nation has a long way to go, and we will not see the change we want to see in our lifetimes. But each one of us walks out the door every day with the opportunity to let your light shine, to show what kind of integrity and what kind of a person you are, how you treat others. Until we all get on that platform, we're not gonna be there.
But it takes movements like what we're doing right here in the now to show that we are not all like them.
That's right, baby. That's right. Shine that light. That's right, Linda. So let it shine. Let it shine on June 9th, and let it shine every day in your life. Y'all have heard me sing it. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. So many of us learn those words and other songs that uplift. But until we stand up for the least of us, then we'll never be the best of us. We will always be less than that. And at some point in our history, I want to imagine that day will come. But to do that, it's going to take all of us that care. I remind myself often that I'm nobody. I'm amazed at how far my voice has gone. I take pride that others have taken up their voice and courage to do so. That's what I get out of this. If you were not here, I'd probably be down in my shop, still with my old iPad, trying to hook up jumper cables to it. I would be still screaming if not a soul was listening. Because I really do remind you, nobody was listening the first day or the second. It's what we do when nobody's looking. We have to satisfy our own soul when we look at ourselves. Nobody knows our history like we do. Every bad mistake, every sidestep, everything that you ever did in your life that made you feel bad. But at the same time, remembering those things that made you feel good, that made you feel proud, that made you feel that you counted, you made a difference. I'm going to live with that, always. With just that weird little feeling that, hey, I spoke up, and I found those that would listen. And I thank you for that. My family thanks you for that. And although they don't know it, many, many, many people in this country are doing the same thing I'm feeling the same way. Anyway, let that light shine, baby. Anyway, hey, Bernadette. Oh, look at there. She got her mic off. Or got her headphones off. She's hiding.
She's in the YouTube room.
Oh, is she? Hi, Velda.
Give her a moment. Hi, honey.
How you doing, darling?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
I finally got my eyes dry.
Oh, didn't he do it? Travis did a great job on that.
You
know how many? Yeah. He put it together. Do you see how many cuts were in there? It's hard to do, baby, when you speak from your heart. Yeah, there were cuts in it, and he had to splice it all together to make it look good. So
that was still some pro work.
It was your
he's
words.
pretty damn good, ain't he,
I'm right here.
Hi.
It was your words that made it look good too, sir.
It was my pretty
He's
face.
trying to run as far away from that as he can.
Just go ahead and say it, Velda. It was my pretty face, wasn't it? That's what it was. Okay.
Kiss it.
You can't say that, can you? Like a mud fence. Like a mud fence. Andy, how you doing? We're glad you're here, buddy.
I am hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, John. I just got your message from, I don't know when it was you called, but
yeah.
Sorry, I just got it.
Well, that's all right. I figured. I told my wife, I said, well, he's probably out marrying somebody. He's probably out hooking up somebody.
I've done a little of that.
I've been seeing the pictures, buddy. Proud of you.
A few other things, playing on the tractor a little bit.
Oh, I've seen that too. Either just a mowing or a hooking up, ain't you?
Yeah, had to do it. You know, you gotta do a little something for a nickel every once in a while.
Oh yeah, I do. Anyway,
I'm just about out of nickels, so I had to do something.
I heard that business. I'm tickled to death right now. I got a balance in my account. That's like I'm having a party. Shit, I'm just celebrating.
I do too. It's got a big minus in front of it, but it's
mine usually is minus with a red number behind it. Bernadette, baby, how are you?
I'm trying to not snot and tear all over the place, man.
Hush.
You guys are amazing.
I already did that, Bernie.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me. Because, yeah.
Baby, we just need to push it.
You know what? It's already being pushed as we speak.
How long has it been up?
Just today.
Just today. Late last night, Travis and I.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been working their tail off for the last few days, Dennis and Travis, and back and forth on the phone and on the computer and all that shit. It's
well, I've produced a lot of commercials in my day, and that is some pro stuff.
He does. He does good work. Travis does good work.
See how he keeps running away from the fact that it's his words that made that thing?
It's Dennis's idea that made this.
I want to let you know that in the YouTube chat, there is a lot of chatter about it already being spread, and this is out there, guys. I know I've spread it to my people. They are on it. Lights are up.
I have emailed it to everybody on my list. I'm trying to get other people that do this. Tim Cormal and other Randy Kervin, I'm sure he's bringing it up. Leo Sahaki, I'm sure he's going to run with it. He's out there. And Leo, since I know you're out there watching, buddy, I'm tickled to death you could see color. For those that don't know, Leo Sahaki has a birthday coming up, and his wife, Valerie, who has been ill lately, and we hope she's feeling better. I did not even know that our friend Leo Sahaki was colorblind, and his wife bought him those glasses that when they put them on.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is. You ought to see the video.
Oh, man. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, the smile on his face, and he looked at this red dot, and his face lit up. He's looking out in the pasture and stuff. You take those little smiles where we can get them. And Leo, buddy, I got a nice smile out of seeing your reaction to color, baby. And isn't it weird that that's what we're talking about? Color, baby. Color is beautiful, and the rainbow is vast.
In all of her glorious shades.
What's that?
Said in all of her glorious shades.
Yes. Yes. Every color of the rainbow, baby. I don't know. I've been a little bit nostalgic for those little signs, let your little light shine. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight.
My.
Oh, that's good stuff.
That's a good song, baby. And we all learned it. We all learned it as a child.
Yes.
And guess what? We
Some
felt
of us
it.
taught it too.
We felt it as a child. It is only when outside forces interject into your life in one form or another, whether it be through family or friends, that starts to try to plant that little kernel of hating somebody for who they are or what color they are or who they're dating, what religion they are. Those seeds have to be crushed, baby. They can't be watered. You have to recognize that seed when it's planted at some point, no matter what point that is in your life. And you have to cut that weed down, baby.
Yep.
You have to cut that weed down.
Root and stem.
That's it, baby. What do they got that? Even if we have to use that Roundup shit, all of it. And I
think he's already full of Roundup. Ooh,
yeah.
You know.
When I heard Al Sharpton today talking about roaches, because we use that term cockroaches all the time. That's who they are. Little white supremacist, little neo-Nazi, little cockroaches. I don't care what kind of nice, pretty, patriotic sounding name they come up with, Proud Boys or whatever, the bullshit names they come up for themselves. They're cockroaches. They're cockroaches. And when you turn the light on, Reverend Sharpton was right. They scatter. They hide. And that's where we were. We were trying to push them back.
Especially when you put a light on it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay? And lights are being shined all around the world on just, it's got to stop. The hatred has got to stop. Him and his America First and the very fine people and all the rest of that. Yeah, that shit stops, guys. And family, we're going to make this happen.
We are.
We're going to make this happen.
And not only this light thing, but make the change happen. That's what the light is telling you, that we have to change. We cannot tolerate. We cannot tolerate this in our society anymore. Things have to change.
No.
And we echo voices from the past. That's what's so sad. We've been here before.
And it ain't just black people. If you notice, there's a whole lot of people in the streets, and they're all putting their lives on the line.
Yes, they are,
and
baby.
He has no problem going out and bringing his troops. This is all for show. This is a run for what happens after he loses election. He is in the belief he will be able to call the military and the police, and they will back him up and stand in the White House when he loses this election. Because believe me, everybody that's in the street right now is there to vote him out.
Oh, baby. Don't you know it?
And we need to take this action against police brutality and turn it into vote.
There you go, baby.
Girl.
How you doing, TW? I see you snuck in the room here.
Yeah.
How you doing, bub?
Well, I'm doing.
You're doing.
Got a couple calls on my way before I got back in the room. Then I got back in the room, and I'm like, anybody hears me? And all of a sudden I heard your voice.
I didn't want to steal his thunder, but TW's got some pretty good news.
What do you got there, TW?
I am going to share by Pink.
You got a share by Pink?
Yes.
No shit.
Fantastic.
Baby, there you go. Let it spread. That's what we're hoping for.
I just sent her back your video. Said this is what we're trying to do.
Thank you, TW.
For those that don't know, Pink the rock star, Trav messaged
I know who Pink is.
Yeah, everybody I think most of us know who Pink
but I've
is.
been followers with her Instagram for started.
Well, if she jumps on board this, it's a done deal.
She
you guys
jumps
know
on.
that, right?
We
she
hope
jumps
so.
on. Ellen's on board.
And I echo Dennis. This is not something that we want to proclaim, oh, look at us Blue Dots, we're fantastic.
Oh,
This has nothing to do with us. This has everything to do with our country. It has everything to do with George Floyd, and it has everything to do with the injustice that you will
injustice on Twitter and follow her and send her that, and if she gets it enough, she'll she may just hop right on.
Well, that's what we need. We need a voice. I am so blessed by this family and the number of people that are included here, but we need bigger. We need the world.
We need to push this because people need to understand that though you cannot be out in the front lines alongside everybody else, everybody can participate one way or another to show their support and to show they care. So that way we can drown out all the hate and bigotry in this world.
The cool thing is I was sitting there and I got the Instagram post. I'm like, what is this? And I opened it and it had a big heart on it and it said, "We'll share."
Outstanding.
Amazing.
Outstanding. TW, thank you for that. We are trying to push it.
I was
as
just like,
much
wow,
because
I even put on there, I said, you don't know me, I'm just a fan, but I think we should all get on board and do this. And I explained it, what we wanted to do. Yeah. And then I sent the thing, so maybe
let's
have another thing in the morning.
Let's keep our fingers crossed, baby.
May get something tonight.
Yeah. We oh, Lord. I want to say we can do this, but I'm not talking about the lights. I'm talking about our country.
We can do this too, John.
I
am getting more encouraged. I got encouraged when I finally saw Mattis come out with his letter. That encouraged me.
You know what I saw today?
What's that, bub?
John? I saw a lot of change. Like they even were talking on our newscast morning that they said this, they've been trying to spread around. I think it's Fox News. Well, he had COVID, they had to get rid of it type thing.
Who?
You guys have seen that post, right?
That who had COVID?
Yes.
George Floyd.
You got to be shitting
Oh,
me.
I think I did see something.
Yeah. You guys need
let me clear this up real quick. Let me clear this up.
Wait a second. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to clear it up. Somebody said, is that so at such and such time in California? We thought that this time thing would be appropriate because of the darkness in your time zone would be appropriate. So at 8:17 in your time zone, you would turn on your light, and it would be like a wave going across the country and around the world.
That would be awesome.
So I'm sorry, Bernadette. I just wanted to answer that before it went by, and I forgot it. But go ahead.
Thank you. You needed to say that. But I was going to say, if you've been paying attention to any of the people who's been shot in the last 20 years, because it's all been on the news, especially by the police and or other characters like Zimmerman down in Florida.
Right.
First, the black man is assassinated, and then when it gets to the news, he's assassinated again. His character and his life gets assassinated. And this happens in every single death. And it's something that just needs to stop. How many times do you have to kill the black man, especially on TV?
Yeah.
Travis, do you know what Rockstar Games?
He just got up and walked out. He looked at me and said, "Be right back." He gets that privilege. I know.
When he comes back,
I will.
I seen a post today. Is this real or what? And it was of Mr. Floyd, 3 photographs. One was real and the other were photoshopped. And I says it is a Photoshop picture. One on the right, on the one on the left is real. The other 2 are photoshopped. Passing this around.
That it is incumbent upon each one of us to take a look and not to jump on something. There's going to be a lot of shit out there on social media. There are a lot of antagonizers out there. A lot of people that are trying to stir violence, and that is something that we cannot have. And I understand there's been a few arrests. of people associated to white supremacist groups. Travis was just telling me about it, or Mama was. Some guys caught with trying to load up Molotov cocktails in a parking lot and got caught.
Yes.
And they traced them out.
Yes.
And they're associated with white nationalist group. You know, that's who is going to try to get out there. Travis, TW had a word for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you actually hear what Rockstar Games did today? And they're doing it tomorrow. They actually cut their servers for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto today because they said Black Lives Matter.
Awesome. I'm actually very thrilled lately seeing how many people are participating in this. It really struck me when I saw Nickelodeon. I think they already did it a few days ago. They went out for 8 minutes and solidarity and trying to promote, to kids.
Cool.
Like, hey,
see, that's great.
Equal rights means equal rights, and every child and every individual on this earth deserves to be treated equally. And that makes me feel good, though. And to anybody who's like, oh, you're just joining on the fat, fuck you. No, fuck you. It's we can't think like that,
We're joining because this man was taken.
We're joining because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah,
and we have to continue.
It's the place.
Yes, absolutely.
It is. This has got to stop. So much, we have seen this, and long before Trayvon Martin.
Yep.
We saw today in the Senate, Rand Paul trying to hold up the anti-lynching law. Really, Rand Paul said it's too broad. Well, you could get somebody under here if they just bruise their neck. Fuck you, you little prick. There's people that need to be voted out. He's one of them. Mitch McConnell is another. We can make a list. We can make a long list of people that need to be voted the hell out because of their indifference. If you haven't seen enough damn Republican congressmen and senators trying to run by the cameras, I'm busy. I got to run. Don't ask me no. They're chicken shits.
Sounds like to me Rand Paul's neighbor needs to pay him
another business and knock the shit out. Go over and slap that guy again. It's yes, ma'am.
I was going to say about that anti-lynching bill that's been sitting in Congress since February because it was passed by the House.
Yeah. Who's holding
it
up?
With a vote of 410 to 4 passed by the House. Should have been an easy slam dunk for the Senate to pass by the end of Black History Month.
Yeah.
And it's been held up until today. And that feckless fucker again, and it's always the Senate because they've been trying to pass an anti-lynching bill in this country since 1902.
And that is 100% bitch McConnell.
Yes, sir.
The Equal Rights Amendment has not passed in this country. There is so much that we have to fix. I'm sorry. Yes, I know, Bernadette.
Thank you, fuckface Trump, for showing us what we need to fix in our fucking country. Your ass and racism is one of them.
That's right, baby. And who has to fix us? You.
And family, believe it when I say this, he will do anything to stay in office.
That's what we have to be careful of.
What you saw in the last fucking week, get ready.
Get ready, baby,
he will do anything to keep his ass in office.
And that's what we have to be careful of. Because he is going to try to
And Mattis, as far as Mattis is concerned, he should have stood up when Helsinki happened.
Yes, he should have.
Thank you. I appreciate Mattis speaking up now. I appreciate his words. Somebody needs to yell it out. But Bernadette is right. He was in the office. He saw it. All of them saw it. Rex Tillerson saw it. He's a fucking moron. I'm quoting Rex Tillerson.
Yep.
Ain't nobody in that house doesn't know that we're not dealing with a freaking maniac. Everybody knows it. It's the Republican Party that refuses to grow a set of balls to show any kind of courage at all. History will remember your asses. History will remember you scooting by the cameras. Oh, I'm busy. I got to go. Please don't ask me. Fuck you. The longer you support this indignant asshole, this wannabe bunker boy king. How many nicknames? How many nicknames do we have to have for him? The world is laughing at our president.
Yes.
And crying for the people of the United States. They are standing up with us. Are we going to let the world down?
They are expecting us to live to the ideals that this country preaches all over the world, that we aspire other countries to do. That is what we have to do here. And it starts with every institution in our country. It has to start with the patriotic Americans standing up in every form of business there is. That there will be no discrimination for any damn reason. Take your hatred, shove it up your ass, and go run out. The light has been turned on. Run. Run. Hide. We are the light, baby. We are the light that has to be turned on. And everybody's light has to shine to chase the little cockroaches. Shine it on them every time they stick their little grimy, slimy necks out.
And they've been doing it for a long time. We got to get these people
for
out
a long
of office.
time,
they
baby.
are ruining our country.
They're in our White House.
They are trying to divide our country. They are all over Washington, pilfering and pillaging this country to death.
I agree with you, Bernadette. Can anybody say the 25th Amendment? Oh, we're close to election, John. Don't worry about it. 5 more months to go. How much damage can he do in 5 months?
No.
Take a guess.
Come on.
No,
25th,
because it's
25th,
not.
25th.
It's not 5 more months. It's not till November, because he has
January.
between November and January to do more damage, and he will call out the army.
Even
like
after the election, he will try to retain his presidency and try to give orders.
And we'll do it at any cost.
Yes, he will, Andy.
He'll do what he can, John. He'll do whatever he can, and his minions too.
Yes. Yes. All his little cockroach groups, all the deplorables that Hillary spoke about.
Oh, hello, by the way.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, how did you get in the room, Johnny?
Damn it, he got in again.
God dang it, he was just in the blue room. I just heard him.
He put a filter on the damn thing. He keeps on again. You got to do it again.
I put a wedge between the door and the sill so I can sneak.
You gave who a wedgie?
Leave it to John to give somebody a wedgie.
Yeah, that's me, buddy.
There you go.
How are you doing, Johnny Fly?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, I watched the memorial service today they had for George. That was a very sad thing, I'll tell you. But you know something? There is a passion.
Sad,
there is a
but
renewed
powerful.
Passion. Yeah.
There is.
And I don't think we're going to hear the end of this. I sure hope to God that this time is the real change. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm hoping.
To keep going till
so.
January.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've got
We
a
need
date with
this
a
to
barber that
continue
day.
to January.
We're getting a bad storm outside, so I hope I don't get cut off. Let you know.
What we see now in this country is because of how this country was built in the first damn place. And when you say that the Negro man is by nature's law inferior, then this is what you're going to get.
Yes.
How long do we have to be inferior? How many do have to die? How many lights have to go out?
You have never been inferior. It is those that have tried to
You damn straight I've never been
That's
inferior.
right, baby. You have never been inferior.
Tell them stupid motherfuckers that. Understand something. In 30 years, the demographics of this country changes.
Yes, it does, baby.
people who are in power are old white men. They are shaking in their boots behind this shit.
That's because they know they're out.
Yes, they see their time coming to an end.
That's right. I can't
They
wait.
80
are
years
the ones
old. One of these
who
days
are burning this country down.
Yeah.
The people didn't call out the army on themselves.
Nope.
That takes a lot of balls for him to do that, you know?
He ain't got no damn balls.
No, he ain't got no balls. He ain't got no balls.
He's just insane.
No balls, no
He's a
concern,
coward.
I
no
agree.
cojones.
That cowers in the bottom of the basement trying to hide. As long as he's got somebody around to protect him, he'll act like a badass. He is nothing but a
Forgive me for
cowardly
saying
little
this,
piece
but
of shit.
back in my day, we used to call that a pussy. I don't know
That's what he
you
is.
might call
He
it.
is. He's a weenie. He's a chicken shit little weenie. And the only way he could sprout his little shit and walk across the street because he knew he had the might of the U.S. government to protect his
And
ass.
bar behind his ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
another
don't
thing.
don't let him tell you any different. He was a big pussy and ran down into the fucking bunker.
Yep. Let me catch up here. I got a few
we got a
things
lot
to
of catching up. Just
I
one
want to
second.
thank Pandemonium0202 has subscribed to our YouTube channel. Pandemonium,
Oh,
thank you very
You
much.
like that because they opened the window?
N Castro has subscribed. We appreciate the family grows with every subscriber to our channel. The family gets a little bit bigger, and we're just tickled to death we're here. Juliet Flower has subscribed to our channel. Juliet, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Stay in the family, baby. We're going places. Bailey, Latanya Bailey, I'm sorry, donated $2 through Super Chat and said, "Hey, John, long time. Love you from Washington, baby. Right back at you. This is a family full of love, and we spread that shit around." Anthony Romero donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "I cry for my country." I think we all are, Anthony. And that's what this is all about, baby. And then my friend, Ohio Dad 70, donated $2 through Super Chat. He is 51 cards short of a full deck. Sad. Thank you, Joe. Joe is up in Columbus, Ohio. I spoke to him on the phone, on message. Oh no, a damn text. Joe and I have been conversing back and forth. We both have the same concerns for our country, for our children, and for the future.
I was surprised what Dennis told me today.
What?
Last night when we were online, we had 120. How many followers, Dennis? You were
about 125, I think.
Yeah.
And
that's how many we had tonight.
How many we got tonight?
We are sitting at 641.
641 people have joined the page, so that is just
That's
outstanding.
how fast.
That's outstanding.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it took me a long time to get there. That is outstanding.
That's just members that join the group. That's not counting the shares.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
Each share, yeah.
Let me catch up here. John I Fly, or as I prefer to say, Johnny Fly, donated $5 through Super Chat. I know it. He's right there. Love you guys, and we appreciate Dennis's idea about shining the light in honor of George Floyd. Together we spread the message, never give up. So saith Johnny Fly. And then Phi Linda, I am, donated $2 through Super Chat. Phi Linda, thank you very much, baby. We appreciate everybody supporting this family. We're trying to earn your faith in us. Anyway, move on. Hey, somebody talk.
You got
I brought you all in here just to sit around and be freaking quiet. No, what?
Hey, we're handsome,
How's Jenny?
Jenny's fine. She's enjoying the shit out of her little peppermint treats there that Judy sent. Yes, boy, she's eating them things up, and I feel better about giving them to her because I really do. She loves peppermints. I got the peppermint candies there, and I love to give them to her. But she's got teeth like I got teeth, and I don't want to get shut up. And and yeah, she does it occasionally. Takes a little nip. But yeah, she is enjoying those tremendously, and it lightens my heart. Tyler that went out today. He's been working real hard out in the yard today, and there have been areas, like I said before, that the grass has gotten a little taller, and he was out there really clearing that all out again, and getting long grass instead of just mowing it down, taking a machete out there and cutting it down, and making piles of it for Jenny out in the front yard, and she's loving this. Oh, this is the good stuff. Why didn't you just take me over there? I would have got it myself. But that side ain't got a fence, baby. I put her on a leash, not a leash, but a long lead, and tie her up to trees sometimes and just let her sit over there. But I worry about snakes over in that area. We've caught a few rattlesnakes over there. So
Wow.
I don't want my baby getting bit.
No.
Yeah, we got a big one in the White House, too.
Well, Joe, hold on, buddy. Ohio Dad 70, Ohio Dad 70 donated $10 through Super Chat and said, I wonder how many hits of views we're watching Mr. Floyd's services. That would give it some kind of idea of how many people are interested in seeing this, I think. The number of people that tuned in to watch Floyd's memorial service there in Ohio Dad. I'm sorry, Joe. Concentrating on what you said. Yeah, I guarantee you that service today was viewed by millions of people around the world.
It was moving.
It was powerful.
Yeah.
It was powerful.
I watched it.
It's and then I can only imagine what the funeral will be like on Tuesday. This.
On the stream that I watched, they said it was 489K views, and that was streamed 4 hours. And that was just on the one stream that I saw.
Wow.
So.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
John,
you don't know how many times that was shared,
Yeah,
John,
exactly.
are they going to televise the funeral on Tuesday as well?
I would imagine.
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
I would imagine they would.
Yeah. Yes, I don't think
Yeah, I mean,
tell me the news truck isn't going to be parked out front.
Working around there. Yeah, it might be.
I know the news trucks are going.
Obama going to be there? The funeral?
I hope so.
I know Biden is for sure.
I would like to see all the ex-presidents show up.
I briefly, John. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say. I briefly turned on Fox News, and I was surprised they were covering it too. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. I'm sure they had a little bit of different commentary on it. Mm-hmm. This is Laura Ingraham said some stupid shit. I'm trying to remember as I speak here. Because
do you have to repeat what that stupid bitch says?
No, we don't have to, but it was disgusting, and people were upset about it, whatever it was. I can't remember right now, but. This whole.
At that point, it's not worth remembering anyway.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember it, because it's not worth it.
Yeah.
These
people
like
race
baiters like her, like Tucker Carlson, like most of the Fox News over there. They are complicit in this bullshit. They are the ones a lot of times that are pushing these conspiracy theories. Or the ones that allow Donnie to make a statement and not challenge it. Like he did just the other day on a freaking radio show with whatever his freaking name is from Fox and Friends in the morning. One of them three.
Fox Views.
Yeah, when he comes on there talking about Joe Scarborough got away with murder, and you don't say anything. Oh, he just let that go on by. Yeah, you disgusting turds.
These are such weak distractions. I mean, seriously. Does he really? I would imagine the 28 to 30% of the people in this fucking country that still follow his ass will probably be distracted by this shit. The rest of us will continue with not only marching in the street, but fighting COVID at the same goddamn time.
Think of that. People know that there's a pandemic going on. They know there's a disease out there.
You forgot your favorite saying.
What's that?
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump.
There you go.
There you go.
If we haven't got that out there yet.
Fuck Trump.
And we say that with pure emotion because not only for the things that he has done for the last 3.5 years, but just for the last 3.5 freaking days. Are you shitting me?
Yep.
Are you shitting me? He has said nothing to calm this nation. He has said nothing about George Floyd, except what somebody wrote
Not
down
a
for him
uniter,
to
he's
say.
a fighter.
That's it. He can't say anything good because it's going to piss off the Klan members. And that's his base. That is his base. His favorite followers are a bunch of white nationalists, Klan members, neo-Nazis.
Yet he has the
Republicans. What can I say? Yes.
I was just going to say, John, who was that former attorney, the Secretary of Defense, I think he was, the general that spoke out against
That's
Trump?
General Mattis.
Yeah, Maddox. He was
yeah.
right on cue. I'm waiting for Trump to really come against him. He tweeted something, but he was right on. He has nothing to lose now.
I wish when he was in office before he retired out of there, if he had fucking spoke his mind that then.
I am hoping that his words, and they have to a degree already, inspire other leaders of this nation to speak out over the obvious. We're not asking you to go out on a limb and guess about something. You don't have to guess shit. Look at the last 3 years. Look at the turmoil in our streets. Look at the death count from COVID.
Yeah.
Look at what we've done, baby. What this man has done to this country in 3.5 years.
Blew the hell in a handbasket.
He wanted tanks. He wanted tanks.
Yeah, he wanted tanks. He got his Black Hawk helicopters.
Yeah, he got
his Humvees.
He got his Humvees.
He got his show of force.
But he wanted
But the
tanks.
only place that he could fucking do that shit, and he's getting his wall built around the White House.
Yeah, he's getting the wall, all right.
Real safe when he locks himself up in there, because we'll know exactly where to go
get his ass out. To
Kim
throw his
Jong-
ass out. If he whines
Kim
all
Jong
day
Trump,
long.
That's what we're getting.
Oh, he's counting on the bikers for Trump or the Second Amendment people.
Kim Jong Trump.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks.
That's what he is. He's a wannabe king.
You know what's scaring me too is now we haven't heard one word about the COVID-19. And
No, you haven't.
No.
What's going on with that?
It's still here.
You know?
And we can expect the death count to go up. We can expect the spread to go. And I'm saying that's what the passion of this movement is, that people are going out under that fear. This is important to our nation. If what the hell is COVID if we can't solve this?
Mm-hmm.
They said in Florida it went up 60. What they have 60,000 cases.
We can't
something like that.
We can't put the cure for racism in a needle. We can't have a vaccine for racism. So even though people are scared of this virus and scared of getting it and scared of passing it, it seems to me they're a little more afraid of the continuing destruction of this country by cops like that guy, by presidents like this. This nation is going to rise up, baby. It already is.
And these police, you can't tell me they're not inspired because of what Donnie said that one time. He's a big influence, you know.
Hey,
oh well, don't forget how you treat. You know, don't give a shit if you throw them in.
They don't need. Look, Johnny Fly. Not to to go against anything you're saying, but the police don't need for the shit that they've been doing. That has been given to them with impunity by the Supreme Court. All they have to do is say, I feared for my life.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about this. I thought about this, and it's not trying to be mean, but I think they need to accidentally jazz up his tan a little bit more and maybe put it a little shade darker, and then he'll feel really guilty, won't he?
Who's that?
Trump.
Oh, sure. Man ain't got a guilty bone in his
jazz
body.
it up to where he can't get. Oh, what the hell? I can't wash this off. Yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah. Well.
You just had a big thunderclap, so hopefully that won't get off. I'm sorry to interrupt, but they're getting a pretty bad thunder boomer outside now.
Be careful, John. Don't get the clap. Really, it's not good for you.
Now that was nice.
And Andy Paguda just donated $1 through Super Chat. Andy, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it.
Talk
the
about
other
Boy,
night,
CW picked on me in the blue room. Now the other one is.
I'm glad.
Have some fun in life.
I'm glad to
Where'd
see
you go,
you.
Andy?
I'm glad to see
we're
Andy
talking.
here. Go ahead, Belda.
Yes, something was said about Antifa. Okay, and I on Antifa, it is not even on the radar from the FBI. They're not even on the radar.
No.
And somebody was saying there was who was it that was saying that they are being found out to be run by a group of white supremacists.
Yes.
And I was trying to figure out who that group is that's running it, because I need that information so I can post it to somebody. I can just say, "Oh
I
yeah,
wonder
too."
if it's done by Blackwater.
You know, I don't know. Betsy DeVos's
Anything's
brother, he's
possible.
been wrapped up in nasty shit before. You know, the ideas that are going through the American minds nowadays, the possibilities, the what if this, what if that. There's a reason we're doing that. Is because for the first time in my life, they're possibilities. Martial law, yeah, possibility. Tanks around the White House, it's a possibility. This is not the country that our forefathers.
Donnie getting dragged out in handcuffs.
That's an idea. That's an idea.
I'd like to see that.
Well, I'd like to see that one.
On the 6th.
That's what
Whoever
I've
thought-
heard all day.
Yeah.
Whoever thought, John, that we'd see these heavy tanks going down the street? He had them out. How many did he have out? It was briefly, though, I think, right?
Oh, during that little parade thing he wanted?
Protest, yeah.
Yeah, they had to really be careful because them tanks, they're not light. They're going to
Nope,
tear up the street,
they'll
baby.
screw up.
They go
Yeah.
places where they don't care about the sidewalk or the street, you know. And when you maneuver those big things through the streets, it has a tendency to tear them up. And then you got the crews that have, you know, just for his entertainment. I don't think so. Anthony Romero just donated $5 through Super Chat and said, Trump as king, more like King John. Thank you, Anthony. I don't want the job. I don't want the job, though. I don't want the job. You know, we left that when this nation was founded. We don't have kings. You know, I remember reading in the Federalist Papers the discussions going back when it was being discussed. What are we going to call it? Is he the potentate? Is he the king? Who is this new guy we're electing that we're going to let lead our country?
Gilligan.
President. And that presidency could only last for 4 years, two terms most.
Yeah, didn't they want George Washington to run more than one term?
They did indeed.
And he didn't want it.
He turned it down. He said no. It was important to the country. He could have, because there were a lot of people that were against him that were trying to really run him into the ground, and he could have won if he had wanted to. But he knew that it was important that the torch had to be passed to the next president because the document was written. And from the time it was written until now, it's been a struggle, baby. The whole history of our nation has been a series of struggles. And I've said this before. I ranted about it one time. How many times that this country has had to suffer in the attempt to implement the full meaning of the documents that founded our nation. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Nobody has to explain this shit to you. It's self-freaking evident. That's what that means. That all men are created equal. Yeah, you can't debate that. We hold these truths to be self-evident. As my buddy Joe turned
that
me on.
all people are created
all
equal.
Created equal.
Yep.
Yeah, in other words, it's so obvious, you know.
That's right. But
Self-evident.
we haven't been to there. We haven't been there yet. We're still fighting for that. We're still trying to move our nation towards that. But we're not there yet. That's what this is. That's why people are in the street. That's why
I know there was some talk. There was talk around going around, you know, in New York that they wanted to change the Statue of Liberty. You know.
I'm glad to see him taking down Robert E. Lee.
Yeah.
Finally, are you shitting me? Come on.
Yeah.
You know, it should have been
It's
done
a whole.
so long
Well,
ago.
it's a whole.
Done a long
It's a whole
time
new
ago.
era, John.
No,
It is.
no, TW, I remember when they were trying to change the wording on the Statue of Liberty. I remember that shit.
Oh yeah, I think Trump was all for it too.
Because
He was
what
all
is
for
that?
it too.
Oh, yes.
absolutely, but
You
he's
rang my bell. I do
listening
remember.
To that little demon seed he got
Yep.
sitting on his shoulder
Yeah.
called Stephen
Stephen
Miller.
Miller, yeah. Yeah, they wanted to change it
Racist
from...
son of a
You mean
bitch.
Goebbels Miller?
Yes, that's him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't remember what they
Herman
wanted to
Goebbels.
change it to.
yeah. It's almost like you could pick out a Hitler character in Hitler's entourage for every one of these assholes in his administration. Mega Wet Willie donated $5 through Super Chat and said, I think the orange Cheeto is in the reincarnation of Rome's Emperor Nero.
That's what.
All that's missing
Mega
is his
Wet Willie.
fiddle. So saith Mega Wet Willie. He's got a Bible, though. Is that your Bible? It's a Bible. That's it, yo.
By the way, Motel 6 wants it back.
No shit, I seen it.
Yeah.
I about laughed when I did, too. I seen it. Well, Motel 6 wants their Bible back.
Obviously, the man don't know his history because he don't remember what happened to Nero, huh?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. People get a little upset when leaders don't take care of them. Don't protect the country. Doesn't protect the citizens of the land. They have a tendency to
they
get a
usually
little
get
pissed
pissed
off.
and vote their
There's
ass out.
still
Out
people
there.
out there
Or worse,
that
they didn't
have
vote.
not been stimulated by this Adderall government.
Ain't
There
that
are
sad?
still people out there.
That is pitiful.
Hey,
And there's people that are living in the street homeless that cannot shelter in place because they don't have a shelter from COVID.
No.
yeah. Hey, look what they don't learn. Look what happened to Mussolini. The people showed him after he was dead. They strung him up and beat the shit out of his dead body.
Look what happened to Caesar.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Gaddafi.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Look what happened to Saddam Hussein
Yeah.
after he came out of his bunker.
After he
bitch.
came out of his little hole. Teresa Diggum donated $2 to Super Chat and said, I will be out Tuesday on Main Street in Marchmont. Teresa Digger, thank you very much, baby, for participating in this. We all can participate in one way or another. You can do it on your Facebook, on your Twitter feed. You can put an Instagram post out there to lift up George Floyd, to stand up against systemic racism and racism around you. There's so much we can do, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Karen Van Wyk just donated $5 to Super Chat and said, Antichrist comes with the sound of a trumpet. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump. And there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Fuck Trump. We are a politically motivated family. But I feel a lot of us are drawn into this because from day one when we saw him come down that escalator and before, we saw the racism in this man. We saw the hate that he spreads. And we did not like what we saw, and we decided that we will not stand for this. I want to be involved. I want to know something. I want to somehow. And that's what happened to me. Hell, I couldn't afford to drive to San Antonio every time there was a protest. I want to go to Washington. Hell, I can't. Who's got that shit? Something. And I found it here. I found it right in front of this camera.
We're glad you did.
I went to 2 protests this week.
Outstanding,
and
Andy.
This one is better than any of them.
This one? The one that, which one?
The one we're doing right now.
This is a
I
form
love
of
you,
protest.
Andy. I love you,
do
Andy,
too.
man.
I love you.
Yeah.
What a nice guy, too. He marries people. No shit. I mean, he's got the license, he's got the gig, he's got the whole 9 yards, man.
I got the shirt to put on backwards, a whole freaking ball of wax,
That's it, man.
Oh wow,
I'm
cool,
telling you.
dude.
Yes.
Hey, I just
want to get up?
You one.
And who wouldn't want to be married by the filthy mouth liberal? Who would not want to be married by that guy?
If I had somebody in my life, I'd want Andy to do my ceremony.
There you go.
I would be honored, man. I would be honored.
And Andy, don't you still have Stephanie and Jay's wedding coming up? Still?
I do, although they've had to postpone it
Yes, they have that. Because of the virus. Yes.
Bullshit. But yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
I think Jay Clayton's up in he's out of town now. He's back up north. And Stephanie's, I think, is back down in Florida again waiting. But I assume flowers are coming, aren't they, Jay Clinton?
I'll be here waiting when they call.
I tell you, that guy's trying to make the rest of us look bad, Andy. Every time you turn around, flowers, got gifts coming through the mail.
He makes me look like shit every time.
Making me look bad, I'm telling you. Lived It donated $10 through Super Chat and said, salute, John, and the Blue Dot family. These are serious times, and indeed they are. Lived It. About as serious as we've ever had in my lifetime, buddy. And I'm concerned, and every one of us concerned as well. We should be. And Ben Stroud, who better stay the hell out of the hospital, donated $10 through Super Chat and said, John, you are the leader of the rebel alliance against Trump, and we will win this war come November 3rd. Fuck Trump and his minions. So saith Ben Stroud. And stay the hell out of the hospital there, Ben.
I got to make mention of the gift that you got last week that is actually making your glasses work. Thank you, Lone.
Thank you, Lone Wolf. They've finally been able to put the screen right in front of myself so I can. Yes, and they are slowly but surely getting better. I can read the whole screen now. I'm not having any trouble at all. Of course, when I go to pick up.
I can see that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're finally getting in there. I'm still having some problem. When I go to look at my iPad, I'm still like, okay, take them off. Because when they get that close to my face.
You got to get used to it. Yeah. You can blow up the stuff on your iPad, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean enlarge it all up? Yeah.
Yeah, enlarge it all up.
Yeah, I have to do that a lot of times.
Basically put, I'm fucking blind, I can't see my iPad.
What'd you say? What'd you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, they get a lot of that around this house, too. What?
Love you, John.
Yeah.
What?
I lost everything, man, when you look back at your life. I do. I look back. I got a beautiful, this picture of me when I was 18 years old. This is right before I went in the military. My dad took a picture of me standing out in front by this pine tree out in front of the house. Sun was just coming up. Man, that guy's handsome. Look at that shit. I look good.
In those days.
You know the bad thing about it. The bad thing about it is everything. I know it goes for women too, but everything seems to sag.
Not women.
Not me.
No, no, not me either.
Not me.
My muscles are.
Okay.
My muscles are. Well, I left them in the other room. Goddammit.
Be nice, PW.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you actually have to go use Mr.
Well, grab you a snifter full of that.
And you
that
basically know that the water is cold.
Y'all taking this right to the gutter.
I know it, baby.
Okay.
Same as Bernadette.
And
Going
you have
downhill.
to talk about yourself sagging because you ain't got a right to talk about nobody else.
No,
Okay.
no,
Mhm.
no. And women are like fine wine, baby. Every one of them. They get better.
You
with
see
age.
how Bernie gets us
They
pumped
get
up.
wiser.
We just get better.
That's it. That's it. I'm not stupid. Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
My wife's out there listening.
Women get
Hell
wiser
yes!
with age, and men forget what the hell they're doing.
Every time I see my wife walk across the floor, I still see the 21-year-old girl I fell in love with.
See, we have to remember what side our bread's buttered on.
That's right, buddy.
Right.
I do, too. Yes, I had a wonderful dinner tonight. Thank you, baby.
And this is being recorded for posterity, so be
Anytime.
careful.
Oh, she's got more dirt on me. Yeah. Are you shitting me? I get out of line. She's got shit whipped out 40 years ago.
What?
40 years ago, baby. She's got a memory like an elephant. She don't forget
That's
shit.
pretty good, Bernadette.
Yeah, she's probably like, do you remember when you left me in the car and went in somewhere? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, well, guess what you were eating tonight. Fix it yourself.
I can only say which time.
Yeah, which time?
Hey, I remember when my parents used to argue, and honest to God, it was never the good things that came up. My mom would remember stuff from 40 years ago, and she'd cast it up to my dad. I'll never forget that.
Pop would always tell Mom, well, what is it you want? And we'll consider that you won.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's end this right now. You win. I was wrong, whatever the hell it was.
Don't call this arguing business. You know, you won this thing. Let's go get on with this.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get to the after party part.
I guess that's why they stay married.
Because this part
60
sucks.
some odd years. I don't know.
Call surrender.
The best way to stay in a good relationship for a long period of time is just walk away, come back, and sit down with a cup of coffee and talk it over.
That's
Oh,
right.
I thought you were saying boxing gloves.
I've been married a whole bunch of times. I know all about this.
I love you, Andy. Well, you know what? Well, you know what my advice to men has always been.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, when they ask you, well, John, how do you stay out of the doghouse, buddy? I tell them, never fucking build one.
Yeah.
You won't be in the doghouse if you didn't build some bitch. So don't build a doghouse.
I learned a long time ago. If you go ahead and move all your shit out there, and when she asks you to come in, then you've done something right.
That's right. That's right. Can I sleep in the house tonight? These fleas are killing me.
Holy shit! She might even kiss me tonight. I don't know.
I tell my wife, and she knows it. She knows it. She's heard it for 43 years now. When we go to bed and we turn on the whatever TV thing they're watching, and because she's going to be up a little longer than me, I'm going to drift off. But I tell her all the time, that's my favorite part of the day. Right then. It's when the day is done, and I've laid down. She's next to me. That's it.
Well, mine
all that matters.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It's all that matters, John.
She knows it. She hears it all the time. I'm lucky that she's put up with me for so many years. So.
Yeah, you and both.
Yeah, well, she's only been putting up with your ass for 20-something years.
Yeah.
Don't be like my dad's generation was. It was like they go out and work and all like that, and they come home, and if my mom would say like, "Oh, you don't even tell me you love me," well, I do this for you, and I work. I go out and run. Yeah. That's all that matters. That's proof I love you, isn't it?
And since he brought it up over there anyway, that he's been doing it for 28 years. Thanks a lot for knocking me down a peg when you came along. Shit.
Hey, to be fair, when I got older, I don't think.
See how that worked
Don't
out.
underestimate just the thoughts, because again,
Mama, that's all it takes to work. Mama, that's it. I'm in trouble. The shit that I do.
Here's the thing, and I think about this a lot because my brain's stupid, and I think about crazy shit all the time. Unfortunately, I think about all the shit that Mom had to go through to have me and Tyler. And I just think, Jesus Christ, we're not worth it. We're not fucking worth it, you know? Like, God damn, we're not worth it.
I hate to confess, at the moment it was happening, I was thinking the same thing.
I don't blame her.
Travis.
Turned out best.
We're glad you're here.
Have you ever asked your mom about that?
Of course. We've always talked about that. I mean, and of course, she'd do it all over again.
And what is she? Okay. Yeah. Okay, then. Okay, then. That's all.
Just the stories I hear.
I would venture to guess that your mom would say you was worth it.
Yeah.
Well,
of course.
The one good thing that came out of it, if you don't think you and your brother are any value at all, your dad got laid. That was a good thing.
That's it. But my dad was a happy guy.
Keep it real, Andy. Keep it real.
You are more valuable than you think.
The bad thing I feel about for
good.
John, though, is like, when you came along, Travis, it was basically, well, I don't got time. I got to deal with baby right now.
This trout down the gutter has been brought to you by your president, Donnie Trump. Stick it in your ass, buddy.
You know what I see when I hear you guys talk about your family? You guys have a lot of love.
We have a lot of love in this family, baby. We do.
And we got plenty to give out too. We can give away a whole bunch.
We got love to share. Ain't that so?
I have to say, this is a very enlightening show tonight.
Travis, your mom and dad love you so much. They're put up with you and your brother living with them.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that is because a lot of people.
Most people
not a
won't
day
vote.
goes by I don't tell her.
Yeah.
That
More
is
than
so.
once a day.
That is so special.
Most families, you don't see. You don't see a lot of families like you guys. You see a lot of families like, all right, you're 18, get the hell out of my house.
That's right.
Your dad adores you too.
They just need us to do all the chores around the house. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have a
but don't ever get me wrong.
That's for real.
Don't ever get me wrong. I would be glad to.
You're cheap labor,
Yeah, of course. No,
if
but
this thing got dirty at all tonight, I'm going to blame it on Bernie. But
it was Bernie. I'm a witness. I'm a witness. I saw the whole thing.
Blame it on me. You know what I tell my son?
Are not necessarily those of John Blue Dotting Tech.
Blame it on me. Shit. You know what I tell my son?
What?
What the hell? You don't go around once.
There's a lot of shit around here that needs to go to the dump. When I die, it all belongs to you.
That's right, baby.
You want some help? Do you want some help?
You need to move that shit out of your yard too, because it looks like crap. And I want to.
That's right, because I'm leaving this shit behind. I ain't taking it with me, okay?
That's right. It's your inheritance. That's right.
So if you want some help with that, I'm willing to help you. But if you don't get me before I'm gone, it's all you, boo.
I want to put this bulletin out from Hank Gent. I always have trouble with Hank's last name. Never know how to say that. I can't even try. Hank. A message from Hank. Our eyes in the Netherlands has put out a bulletin. Our fleet is on the way to relieve you from your predicament. We will restore order in the colonies. We will no longer allow that German to hassle you any further. Thank you, Hank. Help from the Netherlands is on its way, people. I'm telling you.
Yes, indeed. And Thank you very much.
They're coming here to rescue us from our president.
Hank. Thank you.
I just love
God bless you, Hank.
He's probably on that right now.
Yeah. We have a large family, and it goes worldwide. And
that's right.
We are so proud of that as a family.
Speaking of that, Jazzen Eva sent a message earlier this evening. She says she is exhausted from the day, and
Bless
she
her
is
heart.
with us in spirit and solidarity.
All the way from Berlin, Germany. All the way from Berlin, Germany, baby. Yes, there are blue dots around this world, and as I always say, there's blue dots, millions of them. They just don't know the number, the blue dot family, but they're blue dots, baby. Every decent patriot, every true
Sometimes
patriot.
you get adopted to this family, you don't even know it.
Yeah, you don't even know it. Yeah, we adopted you a long time ago. You remember the family. We're going to send you the papers soon. Look for it in the mail.
It's a wonderful family, you guys.
It is.
And you guys remember, don't bring chicken and don't bring any,
And don't forget, who's your daddy? John Bridevo. That's the one.
No,
That's right. Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? No.
Say his name.
Say.
Hey,
No.
hey, don't always believe what TW tells you, right? TW, tell him what you did to me tonight.
TW? Oh, look there. We can't discuss that on the air here. Now, y'all keep this stuff there,
Explain.
Yeah. I know all about this stuff that goes back and forth.
Clean.
I know.
It's actually clean. He came on, and I went, okay. And he's like, can anybody hear me? And I'm like, no, we can't hear you.
No.
We can just you're crackling. You're bad. And you're like,
You fucked
well, I guess I will go in and out, but I'll have to restart my computer.
You
Next
did.
thing I looked, I said, Bernie, did he go out? And she goes, yep. I said, oh fuck. I said I was just teasing him. And she goes,
He did too. He went
and
started.
about 10 minutes later, here comes Johnny, and he goes, can you hear me? And I said, we still can't hear you.
When
God, dang it. And I went, Johnny, I'm just
There's
fucking
a lot
with
of
you. We could've heard
tricksters
you
in this
earlier.
family, I'm telling you. But on that note, I want to give a big shout out because you know who you are, and some of them are in the blue room now. Some of you are in this room right now. on live. The conversation that went on that when Dennis first gave this idea to us about light up the light for George Floyd, the discussion was brought into the Discord room, into the blue room, the family chat room, which I encourage you to get Discord, download it, and come join the conversation. I want to thank everybody in that had input to it, and it went to the effort to promote it and to spread it. It is a powerful message, I think, that Dennis came up with, and I want to just push this as far as we can. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight and being a part of this, and for being a concerned citizen, for being a member of the society that sees a change that needs to be implemented and working to do that. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Bernadette, your voice, baby, here is so appreciated. I just want you to know that always.
I love my Blue Dot family.
And we love you back, baby.
We love you too. Yeah.
And Dennis, we can't thank you enough for this idea.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, it's going to go worldwide, and that vision that you had in your head will come to realization. But even on the smallest token, buddy, I'm going to go outside my driveway and I'm going to shine my light because it's the right thing to do, and nobody has to see you do it, baby. Just
the big thing about this, John, is doesn't matter if you have the light on your cell phone or if you have a 10 million candle power light you plug into your cigarette lighter.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Every light is equally bright because we're all contributing to the same thing.
I wouldn't try a big lighter; it's going to burn your finger after that one. Really is.
I wouldn't do the big lighter.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
I'm
the
going
big
to light a cigar with mine.
They get hot.
Yeah, they get hot after a
they
while. It's a great symbol, but 8 minutes, your finger's going to burn. And
I'll
your
strap the
arm
light
is
to
going
the
to
top
be
of my
heavy.
head, and I'll have a glass of whiskey in one hand and whatever the hell I'm going to have in the other.
Yeah. I know how that goes. I'm going to have a drink in one. Yeah, I know how that story goes.
A cigar. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that's taking a cigar. Andy, thank you so much for being here. Your voice, the Filthy Mouth Liberal, has always been appreciated. Your participation in this has always been appreciated. And as a friend, I've always enjoyed your company and your wit and your humor, buddy.
I am honored each and every time you ask me to be here, and I will return your phone call.
Quit making me freaking ask you.
Yeah, right?
Just come on in, Andy. I'd appreciate it if you were here all the time, baby. We love it. Randy Curvin, he's out there every day, baby. He's the same way. I appreciate what he does. The Leo Sahaki, the Velda Snyder here, the voices that are out there, baby. Listen to them every chance you get. And except for that Johnny Fly fella, he got in here again, so we.
That guy worries me.
I know it. Me too. But we're trying to work on the filter thing. Are you shitting me? We love having him here, and we love him dearly. Johnny Fly, I appreciate you being here always. Your voice is always enjoyable and knowledgeable.
It's my pleasure.
I'm making you look good, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you, buddy. And TW, your voice has always been appreciated in this family. Your singing and Mark. And we can't forget Mark.
I always like coming, but there's never any barbecue,
Hey, we're working on that. Andy said he's going to cook something up. We're all going to head over to his house.
I was thinking.
I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What's in 20 minutes?
Barbecue.
Yeah, they're right.
Bernie, do you have a supersonic jet you don't tell us about? Or?
Dude, I get around.
She moves around, buddy, in ways that you have no idea. I'm telling you. And Velda.
Trees.
Baby, always. We appreciate you being here. It's like you're the mother hen of this thing.
Sorry, TW. We have barbecue chicken tonight. Got a piece left over if you want to come.
You just have to bust my...
Just rub it in. Just rub it in.
So do.
Look what I'm having tonight.
I'm going to set up and let you finish rapping, John. I've got to go water this poplar tree. I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go, buddy. Well, we're going to be up in the Blue Room, so come on up and visit there for a little bit after you get done with your watering duties.
You bet I'll do that.
All right. We'll see you in a little bit. For everybody else out there in our Blue Dot family and our YouTube family and our Periscope family, we love you so much for being here, for being a part of this, but most of all for being a good citizen with a good heart. And on that note, we're going to end the show. Travis is going to run the video again. As Leo Sahaki would say, share that shit and let that message get around because we honor George Floyd's memory. And thank you all for being here.
For Floyd. Lights up.
Lights up for Floyd. All right. Y'all say good night.
Good night.
Night.
There you go. We'll
Good
see
night.
you back here
Stay safe.
on Sunday. Oh, tomorrow's Beer and Bud Friday. Get that shit ready. We'll see you then. All right. Y'all take care. Bye.
We watched the life of an American citizen, George Floyd, extinguished in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm proud to see so many people in the street demanding justice. There's a lot of people who can't, for various reasons, get to those protests. But there is one thing that we could do, no matter where you are. We could all take out a light, flashlight, your cell phone, and on June 9th, the day of George Floyd's funeral, at 8:19 in the evening, the moment in Minnesota that officer laid his knee on George Floyd's neck, turn that light on. And I want you to raise it and point it towards the heavens. Feel the weight of your arm for that time. Think about George Floyd's life, his light shining into heaven. At 8:27, when you turn off that light, it will be the same time that George Floyd's lifeline was turned off. Even if you can't make it to a protest, even if you can't get out to show your concern, your outrage, there's a way we can all do it. We can all step outside with this flashlight and shine it to the heavens, baby. They say that doing it, integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Well, this is something we can all do, whether you're by yourself or in the middle of a protest. Hold that light up and celebrate his life. Imagine all the lights that should be shining for George Floyd. I'm asking you to shine your light, to do the right thing, even if nobody's looking.